So as we have explored till last lecture that we can go to these directories by clicking on the home directory page and explore these other directories as well. But now we are going to create some directories, and there are multiple ways of creating directories. One of the way is the graphical way to create. Like we can create folders here, create documents from here, but we are not going to use the graphical user interface as we are going to do everything terminal based. So we can just simply open our terminal from right here and enlarge this text first so that everything can be visible. So first we are going to create a file. And how do we create a file? To create a file you have to simply type a command, that is touch. And by using touch command you can create an empty file. So as you created touch new file, and to know if this file exists or not, you can simply type ls. And when you typed ls, you can see the new file, that is just a normal file, is present here with the white text, and these blue texts are directories. So if you want to go to this file and check what's inside that, you should type command cd new file, right? No, we can't do that because in the previous video I have told you that we cannot go to a file using the change directory command as it is for the directory. To check what's written inside these files, we use a different command, that is cat. So we have to type cat new file and press enter. But there is nothing written inside this file because as I told you, touch command creates an empty file. But if you want to write a message inside a file, how can you do that? You just simply use a command, that is echo. So you type echo and you type a message like hello there, it's Linux. And then you use this symbol and type the name of the file. And when we type command cat new file, you can see the message is right there. Hello there, it's Linux. We have some multiple other ways as well to write messages. And to write messages, you can use this method as well, which is nano. So let me create this file which is completely empty and there is nothing inside it. So we just type nano, give a new file name, press enter, and we have a text editor here. So we can type anything inside this, whatever you want to type. So let's just type something like hello, I'm a VulnTech student, and we enter, and to finalize this you have to press Ctrl O, then to exit we have to press Ctrl X. And now let's see what's inside this file. So just type commands new file 2, and as you can see here it is written hello, I am a VulnTech student. So now you know both the ways of how to create a file, how to write message inside it. But as a Linux user or as a terminal user, you should know how to write programs using these terminals. So let's just dive into that. So first we have to create a nano file, that is a text editor, and we have to create a file with Python extension. So how do we create that? We type nano, then I have to give a name and I will give it pyth1, and .py is the extension for our Python file. Unfortunately, Kali Linux has Python libraries pre-installed. So you don't need to install a Python library if you are coding in Python using Kali Linux or creating any malwares using Python. So now I will write a message using Python programming, and the message is hello there, I am VulnTech student. And then we will press enter Control O and Control X for exit. Okay, so now we have written a Python program in our terminal. So how do we check that? So let's check our Python program. And to check Python program, we have to type python3, then our file name, that was python.py. And as you can see, we have a error and our message as well, because in programming language we write P in small, not in the capital, and I have written that in capital. So it threw a error that did you mean print, and also it give the output as well. So how do we edit that? We just type nanopython.py, we go to the editor, simply just correct our error, press enter, press X to exit, and then again we type the same command as before to check our output. So here now you can see a clear output, hello there, I am VulnTech student. And if you want to see the files and the Python project you have made here, you can just simply open the directory, and as you can see we have new file 2, where we have wrote a message and python.py file. And as you can see here, Python's logo is also present because it is a Python extension file and we have a Python program inside it. And this is the graphical user interface way to check our files. But if we want to check in the terminal, we just have to press ls command, and as you can see we have these files right there. Okay, so now we know how to create these files. Now we want to explore how to create directories. And to create directories, we use a simple command, that is mkdir, means make directory. So let's just first clear this terminal and type mkdir new folder, and we type ls command, and as you can see we have a new folder right here. And now let's navigate to this new folder. So we type cd new folder, and right now as you can see we are inside a new folder. So now we know how to make a directory. But as a Windows user, you sometimes move or copy your files to your other directories. So how can you do that in our Linux without using graphical interface? So let's just go back to our previous directory and type ls command. As you can see we have our python.py directory right here, and we want to move this to our new folder. So there is a simple command to move, that is mv. Now we can type here our file name which we want to move. Then we have to type the name of folder which is its destination, and then simply click enter. And now if you type ls, you see there is no Python extension file present here. So where did it go? It is inside the new folder because we just moved it right here. And to check if it is present or not, we just change our directory to new folder and type ls. Sorry, I had a mistake there. We type ls, and as you can see we have our file right here, as we have moved our Python file from home to our new folder. Now if you want to copy this file, so now if you want to make a copy of this file without using graphical user interface, you have another simple command, that is nothing but cp. So let's just copy our file right here. So we type cp, then python.py, and we will copy it to another file, and we will name it just after our file which we desire to copy. So let's just name it as pyth2.py. So now we have two files right here. So if we type ls, and as you can see we have these files right here. So to check if copied text is present in it or not, we have to type command python3.py, and as you can see it is throwing the same message that it has threw before. But if we type this command again with the new file's name, it is showing the same message as we have copied this. But now suppose you have created this file accidentally and now you want to remove this file. And to remove this file we use a command that is rm. And then we type the file's name. And now if you type ls command, you see the py2 file is not here because we have removed this. And to remove a folder, we have a different command. So let's make a folder first. And to make a directory, as we can see here, command appeared. And we are going to make a new folder named 23. And if we type command ls, as you can see, we have this new directory right here and we have a Python file. And now we want to remove this directory. We have different ways to remove this directory. Either we can use rmdir and folder's name, or we can use rm folder's name and in last -r. And by this method, as you can see, our folder is removed. But here we have a cool command, that is rm star -r. So if you type this command, the entire directory will be deleted. And by accidentally, if you went to the root directory, that is /directory, and type this command, every file, every library, every important stuff will be deleted and your Kali Linux will fall apart and break into pieces. So let's just type this command, and this is asking if I want to delete it or not. It is asking for permission because we have used this r. If we have used -f, it will never ask for permission. It will just simply delete our whole folder. So we will click yes, and as you can see, everything inside this directory is now deleted. We had a Python file which is not there right now. So now we would go back and we want to delete this folder right now, that is new folder. To remove this folder, we will just simply type rmdir. As I have told you, there are many ways to delete directories, and we will type folder's name. And as you type ls command, as you can see, our new folder is not there. So till now you have learned how to explore directories, how to create directories, how to delete them, and how to manage them. In the next lecture, I will teach you something more.